Hello. Today is gonna be a video on fastest way of clearing mirror dungeon right now efficiently. This is my method. I think it's like a good 9 out of 10. And for our team, generally you want Rupture. If you have Heisha, Ryoshu, or Otis, those are better than what I have, but they're season locked for me. Anyway, let's begin. I'll be going on in parts. So for this, generally I just pick the first 4. They're really good and important to this run. And then this, I like these 2. Just also really good for Rupture. I refuse you because I don't have much Starlight to spend. Okay, first off, don't do hard mode. Now I like to refresh till I can try and get a decent Rupture thing here. If I can't, that's fine. If I do, great. Like, yeah, hold on. I'll be starting the timer for this in a second. First off, one thing I will say, if it's looking really bad, you can always just give up rewards because you don't lose more than you gain doing this. So if it looks really bad of a start, I would redo it. And one thing I will say, I did a couple refreshes on my run to try and get something good, and I'll say after experience, it's okay to just go this talisman bundle, but always remember, never go automated factory. It's the biggest waste of time in the game. Here I got lucky and got the thing I was looking for, so we'll take it, but the talisman is just fine. So if you're trying to clear fast, you always do question marks. Usually they're pretty easy to pass. Here we got lucky. One thing I will say is always remember that some ego gifts activate in order of units, so you want to place your best units earlier. Always try and use that well. Here I'm going to be starting the timer now and see how fast we're going to clear this run. I'll start it as soon as I get in. Alright. Rest of this is just win rate spam, and I'll be honest. In my opinion, although Hanmu's skill tree does do the zoom in and doesn't let your other units attack, I think it's not that bad because it does so much damage. I did get all the new egos. They're pretty good. Most of them are. They all have their use.
상황이 유리해졌네요. 목을 콱 물어버리자. 좋아질 일이 없기 때문일까요? 고작 이 정도 분노는 현이에요. 깔끔하게 물었군. 말코트를 부르는 편이 나았을 거예요. 제가 아니라요.
If you get one of these, I always like level up because they just ensure you never lose a clash. 2 levels is like pretty good.
준비한 대로만 하면.
Alright, so here we have the most important part. You can keep the poison. Poison is really good for us also. Here I'm just gonna buy up all of this because we got really lucky. We got the most important thing to our run. It's especially true when you have Slash, and the Heisha of Season 5 is just generally Slash. So now our Rupture count is like nearly always positive, which is great. One thing I'm really excited for are skins in this game, but not for the reason you might think. I'm excited for them because if I put it on a base identity, I want to know how much longer the animation will be, or will it be shorter? Because if it's shorter, it'll just be better to use a skin. Here we get this. Amazing. Okay, second level, really important. Hell's Chicken, we got it here. Choose this always. If you can't, refresh. You Saw Nothing is always the best one for that. Sadly, we did not get the Rupture thing, but it was a reward in this anyways. So we're perfectly fine.
아는 것을 모른 채 할 순 없으니.
이 경로는 숨어들기 나쁘지 않군 그래.
Now, I will say, if you ever need to, you can just pop Ego and make things a little faster. It's always a good idea.
아시의 이상을 함께 줬다. 흐릿한 등화, 곱게 접은 종이에 번쩍이는 식구의 하늘, 용이 되어 빈 벼루에 남았구나.
One thing I will say, I forgot to use Sinclair.
이 경로는
It shouldn't be that bad.
숨어들기 나쁘지 않군 그래.
Alright, here, same thing as always. Just pop that Ego.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
아시의 이상.
Here we landed Tails. Really does suck.
곱게 접은 종이에 번졌으니 식구의 하늘, 용이 되어 빈 벼루에 남았구나. 하나만 보고.
Here, I like to do one refresh. Okay, we got the most important Ego yet for this idea. This thing sounds so bad, but for us, it's gonna be the thing that saves our run. Here, I'm just selling anything I don't think will be too useful, and then I'm just gonna upgrade. Alright, that'll be it for now. Now, I will say, for this boss in particular, manually do it just because it's like win rating will send it to the... will send too many guys on one person. You sort of want to just do the math, or just have a general idea of how much damage your guy does to figure out if it's overkill or not. Alright, here everything looks good. I might have to do 2 turns, but that's okay. A little overkill on my part, but nothing too bad. This Sinclair is so good in Mirror Dungeons, just because it turns his trash Rupture potency into amazing. Right, here I have to do one more turn manually, which is fine. Should all be easy. Alright, it's done. I may have miscalculated, so don't do that. Oh no, I didn't. Let's do another on there. We're good. 2 turns, not bad. So far you might be asking, oh, what's so good about this run? This seems pretty slow. this is where it gets interesting. What you want to do here, always choose the good thing, and then we already have it here, but if you can't tell, it's the Walpurgis Night and Hatred and Despair. The reason why you always want to go this is because there's only 2 levels, no attack, and you're straight on it. Doesn't really matter too much, I think, what you pick here. Just try and sell whatever you get, no matter how it looks. Here we got something good. And now, what I'm gonna do now is sell everything that is useless and just keep on upgrading. So I'll do 1 refresh, then I'm actually gonna sell this because I don't think it'll be too important. Okay, now that everything's done, watch and learn why this is so good. Alright, we are gonna have to retry if we don't get the thing we want. We're looking for Honlu's skill tree here. Now, this is a little RNG, but you really want it here. It shouldn't take us too many tries. Okay, I'll be honest, it's taken me quite a bit. Now, maybe I should try without Honlu's skill tree, but I think it's so integral. If I don't get it soon, I'll just fall. Alright, you know what? This run won't be perfect. If you can get Honlu's skill tree, always go it. But for now, we're just gonna try and do this. And everything here looks good. We'll actually change this to this. And we're done. Okay, after deciding you really do need Honlu skill tree, it is so much less damage if you're not getting that. Which is a shame because it's a little lost. But, we got it. Everything's fine now. Now watch and see why this is so broken. Everything looks good to me. And look at that rupture application already. Only 2 turned in, now 3. It's already at 64. And she's half HP. Now, I did that a little too well, but what I wanted to show you guys is one of the ego gifts increases rupture damage on shielding, and what that'll basically do is just make it so second round she'll have like a bunch of shielding and all, but then you can just remove it, like you're doing twice as much damage with your rupture against the shield, making it useless, which is why you would just target her. Now here, this is the part where you can either decide to keep on going. I think it's a lot more worth it just to leave, because that is about a 15-minute run for 1 mirror dungeon. And now I'll be honest, I did that a little slow. I got a little unlucky in some ways. I don't have the best units. Make sure not to have a weekly bonus on if you are leaving on floor 3. It is a lot less worth it. Alright. And now, and that is how you clear Mirror Dungeon right now. Extremely well. So yeah, see ya.